Despite being known as one of the friendliest comedians, Kevin Hart is constantly trolled by his fellow celebrities. But when the disrespect crosses a line, Kevin stops pulling his punches and fights back, which is what happened when Kai was dissing his profession in his own home. On one of his famous Kevin Hart Twitch streams, Kai brought his posse with him and kept asking them if they'd rather be a streamer or a comedian. When everyone kept replying streamer, Kevin just asked one question to shut Kai up for good.
A question. Would you rather have billions?
Kai tried taking direct shots at Kevin Hart's profession and failed miserably. And when Conan indirectly humbled Kevin, he got put on the grill as well. It's 2005 and it's one of Kevin Hart's first appearances on Conan, but it instantly goes sideways right from the start when Conan is forced to do a slightly awkward handshake because of Kevin's small height, which instantly rubs Kevin the wrong way.
Over me, wave, rub my head.
Probably, I may have done that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've got to be more careful and sensitive about that.
Conan was super respectful with his apology, but respect wasn't a word in actor Affian Crockett's dictionary when Kevin decided to randomly video call him. Affian's first reaction? Telling Kevin that he washes his hands 1,000 times after shaking hands with Kevin because, well, he looks like a piece of shit. And Kevin wasn't going to let that disrespect slide. Kevin, too, always wanted to tell how he feels about Affian.
I've hated the structure of your nose and eyes for years. I have never liked the alignment that your eyes and nose have. It's like a beak. It's just a beak that can see. That's how I felt about you. All this time.
Just like Kevin isn't shy of letting everyone know how he feels about others, he is also open about how others feel about him, particularly a basketball legend who keeps giving him the biggest attitude. In fact, Kevin has been vocal about how he and Michael are in a weird place, and that the Chicago Bulls legend has had an attitude with him for years. Keeping their differences aside, Michael invited Kevin to host his Michael Jordan Celebrity Invitational charity event in Las Vegas, thinking it would be a good idea. Spoiler alert, it wasn't.
So I get up there and I'm like, hey man, loosen up. Relax, man. You had to have a good time. I was like, man, what age do you get to where it's okay to wear your pants that high and nobody addresses it?
Seeing how jokes on his pants weren't cutting it, Kevin moved on to Michael's face, joking that it looked like the athlete had a little square mustache resembling a thumbprint, which caused Big Mike to stare straight into his eyes. But as if his glare wasn't enough, Michael gave Kevin a handy warning.
It gets over and I see him, I'm like, what up, Mike? Hey, and he shook my hand and he squeezed it real hard and he was like, you have a good day.
Michael almost crushed Kevin's hand, but Dwayne Johnson has the ability to crush Kevin physically and spiritually. In a 2017 interview with Ellen DeGeneres, Dwayne found one of Kevin's childhood photos and went all in, joking that young Kevin was wishing he could be this tall. But Kevin wasn't leaving the interview without a comeback.
That's me in high school.
Whoa.
But yes. Don't laugh like that.
Whoa.
That's okay. Well, there's my picture.
Whoa.
Well,
What just happened?
what do you don't
What?
don't
You
laugh
look
like that.
You look like a detective that's a DJ. Why'd you look
I'm trying. This is why I need therapy.
Other celebs that Kevin sent to therapy were all the black celebrities who instantly regretted sitting in the front row during the 2013 Hip Hop Awards. Kevin was on fire at the time as he ripped into everybody by saying that no matter where you look, if you see someone stooping down and sweating, it's because they got warrants and are going to jail tonight. And the crimes they committed, well...
Floyd Mayweather, congratulations on the fight, buddy, but you're going to jail for those damn cowboy boots. That was a bad fashion choice. 2 Chainz, you wore a suit tonight. That's not you. Jail.
Seeing Steve, Kevin pulled out his pistols again.
Stevie, I see you. You going to jail. I don't know why, but you just need to be locked the f up, man. I was looking hard. Look, Ross, I ain't gonna get you. Yes, I am. Velvet sweatsuit, not you. Jail. Ross, hot as right now. Yeah! Woo! Bang, bang.
Kevin is sharp at noticing fashion, but he gets even sharper at noticing the hair on LeBron's head.
I remember in the beginning of LeBron's career, he was going bald. His hair was real thin up top. You could count the hairs on top of his head. You know how I know that? Because I was the one counting the hairs on top of his fucking head. 1!
But LeBron gave Kevin a surprise he'll never forget in his life.
I didn't see Brian for like 3 weeks. Brian showed up at a wedding I was at. He had a head full of hair. Walked in that with all his confidence like I didn't see him 3 weeks ago with the truth on his goddamn head. He walked in, he was like, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what's going on? I said, what the f is going on with you? The f is out of your goddamn head? People start kicking me. Chill, Cam, chill. I said, get your feet off of me.
Not just feet, but Kevin wanted all physical touch off of him when the pandemic started.
The vid-19 was in my system. I had it in the beginning when it wasn't cool, when it wasn't a trend. It was me and Tom Hanks. We was the only two. had to keep it a secret. Kept it a secret because Tom Hanks is a much bigger star than I am. He would swallow my fucking announcement. It's Forrest Gump. You're not gonna beat Forrest Gump. No shot. No fucking shot I'm gonna beat Forrest Gump. Now, if it was somebody lesser than, I would have dropped that in a heartbeat. David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff. Don't nobody give a about David Hasselhoff. Boom, dropped it. Kevin Hart's got it too. Save Kevin Hart. Hashtag the vid.
But someone he could beat, though, was Hollywood's ex-alcoholic celebrity. Taking shots at Kevin is standard routine for Stephen A. Smith every time Kevin arrives on a show.
I gotta ask you a question. The hat, it's one thing to wear the hat backwards. Do you have an afro under that or something? It looks very, very high.
But Kevin would soon flip the script on Stephen.
Just roll a clip of Stephen A. Smith throwing some of the most aggressive uppercuts that I've ever seen in my life. Dressed like he has never went to the gym. Stephen A. Smith, as you can see, has on a pair of the loosest gray sweatpants and a black tank top that definitely doesn't fit. It looks like it's been through 7 family reunions and 2 barbecues. But boy, when I tell you, this did not do good for our race as well.
Not stopping at mocking a celebrity's boxing, Kevin moved on to humbling a basketball player twice his size for his basketball moves.
Hey, Shaq, when you fall during the games, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Hey, you ever see his legs after he fall? Next time, look, I'm telling y'all, next time y'all watch a game and he fall, this is exactly what he do. Look, it's always something stupid. Like, he go up to get a rebound, he don't get it, he go, oh, no.
As if acting out Shaq wasn't enough, Kevin pulled in LeBron too.
There's LeBron, look at her, come on, God damn it, Shaq, get your man, get up.
And if you go backwards, you gotta go front as well.
Shaq, this is how you fall forward. Hey, no, oh, God, please. Shaq falling, Mr. Coach. Help his ass up. LeBron, get it up. No. I'm pushing too hard.
Shaq's falling was offensive enough, but seeing actor Will Ferrell's cheapskate habits sent Kevin on a rampage.
I don't think Will has spent a penny. I don't think he's spent anything from like the money that he's made. He has the first BlackBerry ever made. I'm not talking about a newer the first one, and it's like taped up. And he's like, they'll never get me. I was like, who are you afraid of, Will?
That's the one that has a little crank on it, right?
Like his fingers are too big for the buttons. It's like, it's weird. It looks like a dog ate it.
Kevin roasted Will behind his back here, and to make up for that, he narrated the time he fired shots at James Harden during the athletes' game.
I had a day off, so I decided to go to the Sixers game. James Harden is playing in the game, and the whole game, the whole first quarter, he's off. And I was like, you know why you off? Because you're in my city. Your beard stinks. I hate you. I was like, I hate your calves. I think you got butt shots. I was saying a bunch of stuff to him. And he got mad. He said, remember all of this. He said, I'm about to cook you. I said, you gonna cook me? Well, put me in the pot, because I'm ready to be cooked.
James, however, didn't even need to open his mouth for a response.
I don't even know why he's paying me this much attention. Like, at some point, I was like, James, this is very unprofessional on your behalf. Like, you're not even supposed to be talking to me this much. James went on to score 55 points, and here's the bad part. They beat us by 30, and with like a minute left, he was dribbling the ball, staying in the half court, and he was just staring at me. And he goes, tell your team what you did to him. And I said, you keep your mouth shut and stop this.
Kevin saved his ego from getting shattered with that last comment, and he had to do it again when pro skier Seal gave amateur skier Kevin a challenge.
Said, I didn't even know you skied. I said, why else would I be here unless I skied? He said, what mountain are you going to? I said, which one are you going to? He said, Buttermilk, the big one. I said, well, I guess I'll see you there. We start going down the mountain. Exactly what he said is coming true. We're making big S's. Out of nowhere, a gust of wind shoots by my face.
But Kevin quickly discovered that was a very familiar gust of wind.
I turned back around this way. The instructor said, oh my God, your son is going straight. I'm gonna go get him. I said, no, you're not. You're not gonna do no such thing. He made his choice. He chose death.
But despite saving his son, Kevin still had some choice words for the singer.
Out of nowhere, Seal came flying over the mountain. Seal was like, I'll save him. The crowd start cheering. His music started playing. I don't even know where the goddamn speakers were. I'm pissed. I told my instructor, hey man, get me to the bottom of the mountain. Seal is trying to out-black me on my black week. We get down to the bottom of the mountain. Seal's got my son on his shoulders. It's a crowd of people around him celebrating. I'm pissed. Give my son back right now. He said, you're not gonna keep talking to me like that in front of these people. I said, F you and these people.
While he didn't need to sing to roast Seal, Kevin decided to put down the entire squad of Wild 'N Out with a single rap.
We gon' do that dance, do that dance. Kevin Hart came to the show dressed in church pants.
Rapping against you just ain't fair. Sometimes when I look at you, at the same time, I feel like I'm seeing her hair. It's too much red for me. Why do I say it? Because Jess' boots look like they went with your jacket, but you said fillet it. I'm in the bucket. Conceited, I'm tired of you with these chains because for some reason they just don't cut it. Hey, little man, is that Mr. T? No, it's a moon man, somewhere you'll never be.
But somewhere Kevin will always be is Stephen Smith's show to drop another round of destruction when Stephen insulted Kevin's score in a celebrity basketball match.
I know that an MVP is somebody that doesn't score 5 points a game. I know that much.
And Kevin just popped off.
You two disgust me. You know nothing about sports. I sit in my bed and watch you guys talk about nothing every morning. Do you know how upset it makes me to hear you guys go back and forth?
You know what I know?
But when the co-host tried to meddle in, Kevin took him to the cleaners too.
Why morning after morning do you sit up in your bed watching us talk about nothing? Could it be because you're addicted to watching us talk about nothing? No. Like so many viewers are?
No. I'm
Yes.
I'm addicted to what are you gonna say wrong next?
And now that Kevin was on his new target, he was going to go all in.
You know, Skip, I've never seen a man that can be wrong and keep the same straight face in my life. I've never seen somebody that's wrong so much. I've seen Skip contradict himself so many times and look in the camera and not blink. When it comes to LeBron James, how many times has this man contradicted himself? When is he going to show up? When is LeBron James going to do this? I expect more from an MVP. He in the
Is that how he does it with the hands
That's what he does when he gets mad. He should know. MVP.
But just as confident as he was roasting Stephen and his co-host, Kevin was equally unsure of what he had gotten himself into when he got invited to an activist rally and met someone unexpected on the way.
You want the plane? Say the word Kevin Shorts. Do you want the plane? Yeah, I want the plane. They gave me the goddamn plane. This is big. I show up at the plane. I get on the goddamn plane. T.I. come out the bathroom. He looked at me. He said, Kev, you think they got metal detectors where we're going? I said, why the f would you ask me that? He said, because I want to know if I should bring my bag. I said, what's in your bag? And before you tell me, you should know that I'll tell. I'll f***ing tell.
But when it came time to give a speech, Kevin took an easy way out instead.
Now I got to give a speech. I've never given an activist speech. I don't know what the f to say. But I can't not say nothing. I have to say something. I panicked. I ran out of to say. I panicked. T.I. got a gun in his bag right now. I felt bad because they locked him up. They locked his ass up right there. But at the same time, I did my job. That's one less bad person on the streets. You're welcome.
But someone he couldn't get locked up was Kai Cenat, who roasted Kevin again in his own house on stream.
Cheers to you being below 5'3", and cheers for me being taller than you, and cheers for your big ass head, and cheers for you letting us in your house, in your house seat. That's a fact. Because you're in a flex.
Kevin didn't say anything at the time and waited for a bit to cook up his most fatal comeback.
Say it. By the way, woo, that was you. And that was you.
Say what you were going to say, though.
No, you gotta take that shot. No, you gotta put that alcohol on your breath now. Because what you just did is not fair to me or my son in our home. You will not stay in my house with a mouth smelling like that. Now, when I got all these bathrooms, so you're gonna take that shot, and you're gonna introduce yourself to some mouthwash and something that's not natural. Are you using natural toothpaste? Because it's not working, man.
And this just goes to show that if you disrespect one of comedy's goats, even being the greatest celebrity streamer won't save you from getting destroyed.